Hi there. I hear that you are interested in buying some new equipment to take on with you to this year on the raiding in England. What kinds of equipment are you looking for? I have plenty to sell, so just tell me what you are interested in buying. You would like to see some of my wares first. How is this axe? A handle made of the finest ash and a head of the finest iron. This will smash through the shields of any Saxon that you come across. It will be very efficient and is very good for hacking and hooking, and it makes you look terrifying when you carry it into battle. Yes, you will consider this one. Very, very nice axe. Yes. You want to look like you've raided more, is that? Well, it so happens that I have these coins and tokens I collected from around the world. From Greece, I have this. From England, I have these. King Ethelred. Rex Alfred. Very nice coins that I will sell you for a modest price, and they are pure silver, and you can use them as either hex silver, or you can use them to make it look like you are a well-traveled Viking. Is that not the most beautiful sound in the world? Yes. It is indeed a very, very lovely sound. So you do want a new weapon. Well, let me have the thing for you. I may, right here, a sword of the finest craftsmanship. Very, very keen edge that will slice through the finest armor and toughest foes. And it is very, very high quality and will never break, and will not need sharpened very often. It is quite a nice sound, isn't it? Would you like to check the perfect balance on it? It is very, very, very nice. And I think you should have this on your raids this year. Yes, of course we do have armor. We do have armor if you would allow me to return here in a second. But of course, this is a suit of the finest chainmail money can buy. It will protect you from slashes and stabs using the arrows of the English, which I think is something you are really keen on. Now it is a bit heavy, but that just goes to show you how well it will protect you. Yes, so you are interested in the chainmail. Now might I interest you in this Järminbu helm? Yes. It has been used, but it is still very good quality right now. It has the chainmail aventail to protect the back of your neck from swords and axes, and it is very, very, very hard steel, so that it will protect your head to make sure you come home to Norway. This is very nice. And to also protect your hands, we have these very, very fine chainmail gloves with leather on them, and that will allow for your hands to be protected while you're fighting. And you cannot fight without hands, and you cannot steal without hands, so you must protect them. And these will do just that. And this leather is very, very nice. Can you hear that? It is very, very, very nice, and I will sell them to you at a very reasonable price, as I do with all my wares. Yes, I see you are interested. You need a new pair of shoes, do you not? Well, as it just turns out, I am stocked with clothing. Here, I have this very, very fine fighting tunic. It is very nice, and is fitting for both you as a nobleman and as a poor man alike. But is that not the most beautiful sounding fabric you've ever heard? Very, very fine quality. Hand woven by the finest and most skilled weavers in all of Norway. And dyed with the finest imported dyes that we have available to us. Very fine Arabic dyes. And for your feet, we have these fine boots that are almost new and are perfect for fighting. The slick bottoms allow for your feet to slide as you maneuver quickly. The very, very fine quality of leather and excellent craftsmanship tells you that these will not fail you when you need them most. They will only protect your feet and be sure that you can stand all day and fight all day and still feel good enough to be able to drink at night or go on some more raiding. As always, I give these to you at a very reasonable price. And of course, you want some leg protection. Well, I have just the thing for you. I have the finest leg wraps. They serve to both keep your legs warm and protect your legs from swords and axes. They may not look like much, but they will do is provide just enough protection that your leg does not get broken or cut. They're also very, very fashionable. All the wealthy raiders and Vikings are wearing them. And they're made on the finest wool and are the finest leg wraps money can buy. Just hear the quality in that. Hear how fine that wool is. And feel for yourself the silky, smooth texture and warmth that these just show and have that cannot be beat by any other pair of leg wraps in the world. And of course, you need a hat for those cold sea breezes. Well, this is the finest null-bended cap money can buy. You see, it has 3 different colors of dye. It is very, very expensive hat here. It is a very expensive hat, and I will sell it to you for a very, very low price. It is warm and very, very fashionable, and you will have all the English and Norwegian women begging to be your husband, or your wife, but begging for you to be their husband. So yes, this is a very, very nice hat, and you can just feel how nice and smooth and soft it feels. And of course, you will need to eat. So what I have here for you is a special low price is this eating utensils. You have a knife of the very finest iron. Just look at that lovely craftsmanship and keen edge that will slice through any meat you choose to eat. And this spoon. Once again, look at that fine craftsmanship and the finest iron that money can buy. And the fine details in this. You know it's fine iron when that makes that lovely ringing sound. And of course, you're going to need something to eat your food in. So for you, I have this one-of-a-kind handmade clay bowl that was hand-spun by the most skilled artisans in all of Norway. This bowl will never fail you. You can hold fruit, meat stews, porridge in here, and will never fail you. You will always have a bowl ready to hold your food. And who can say no to that? Just listen to that fine, fine clay. It's very, very nice. And what's it? You need something to drink in. Well, it just so happens that here I have this very fine horn for drinking. It is sealed with beeswax, which makes your beverage have a slightly honey-like flavor and aroma. Now this horn is very, very simple, but because of that I have included a fine quality leather strap so that you may carry it wherever you go over your shoulder, and it will always be within easy reach, and you will never worry about losing your horn. Now that is quite an impressive thing, if I do say so myself. Now, of course, you might want to season your food. So for you, I have this very fine quality salt cellar from King Ragnar's own artisans. And it is made of the finest quality pewter. It is shaped like a longship. And the spoon that goes with it is also the finest quality pewter in all of Norway. And look at that fine craftsmanship on that. Look at that fine, fine craftsmanship. It is very beautiful, is it not? Just listen to that lovely sound. There's no way that you do not want this. It is just the finest salt cellar money can buy. And of course, you're going to want to be able to pray to Thor, are you not? I have this lovely statue of Thor from Iceland, from the settlement of Smoking Bay. You may know it as Reykjavik. It depicts Thor sitting on his throne, Bilskirnir, holding his hammer, Mjolnir. And it is handmade of the finest wood in the whole world, and it is very, very dense, so you do not have to worry about it breaking, which makes it excellent for on board your ship. And you will want, obviously, a knife. So we have this fine seax with runes around it. It's a very, very fine quality handmade by the best artisans, blacksmiths in Norway. A handle of the finest bone and wood and brass, and a blade made out of the absolute finest steel you can get. And the sheath is exquisite. Look at the craftsmanship on the sheath that comes with it. On this side, you have a beautifully engraved dragon, Jormungandr, the serpent that circles the world. There's also a dragon you may know. And this leather is so good, and the wood inside this sheath is absolutely the best quality one can have. And it comes with a ring, so you may always have it on your belt. And if you look on this side, you have a Viking killing a dragon. How cool is that? All masterfully engraved into this bronze. This will serve you well for fighting and for day-to-day tasks. It is the ultimate in multitasking that we have available for you as a weapon, for eating, for cleaning animals, or for everyday utility work around the farm. And you need something to sharpen it with, no? The finest sharpening stones in the world, brought to you at an extreme low price. Feel the texture on there, so fine that it will just simply put a razor-like edge that can shave your beard right off onto your knife. Very wonderful. And you're going to want to show off your rating of pride, are you not? Here we have a land waster. The flag of the god Odin's army, the Einherjar. Now, if you carry this in battle, you will win, but you will die. But you will die gloriously, and you will go to Valhalla and fight until the end of days. I think you need this in your army, do you not? Yes. Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Please, if you ever need anything, come back and we will have such a wonderful time doing business again. Farväl.